understand your need to consume and seek knowledge, and you have done that over the years through books, videos, podcasts, YouTube. And all of that has given you perspective, awareness, insight, and it motivates you to do things and learn more and give you ability to do more. But this act of doing and consuming knowledge disconnects you from one thing: being. And when you are not being, you are disconnected with your true essence. And your true essence is that guidance mechanism that God has given you to build that connection with creation, with God, with divine, with that light, with that inner essence. So when we are in the act of doing, we are in disconnection with the being. And that's what act of doing does, because it only uses our mind to keep us in this logical space where we learn and we consume and we learn and consume a lot of knowledge in hope of that once I learn this knowledge, I will be able to do more of the things that I want to do. But actually, that defeats the purpose of you doing, because you are only in doing from a space of logic, but you are disconnected with the being that actually wants to express itself in the highest essence. So when you are doing, you are not expressing yourself as your highest being, because your doing, your consuming comes from a space of lack. That you lack knowledge, you lack wisdom, you lack insight. And this is why you are stuck in consuming and doing, because it fills that gap of lack. But in reality, your beingness has the wisdom, the insight, the knowledge, the awareness, the connection, the creation. Your beingness has it all within. It has it all within, that you just need to tap into it in order to access it. By consuming a lot of things outside of you, you are saying that you are lacking what you already have within you. And the only thing that bridges that gap from doing to being is the connection with divine, with God, that brings you to being, that brings you to your true essence. That is the bridge between doing and being. So this is why God wants you to be rather than do. Be more of you, be more of your true self, your true essence. And that's what God wants you to do. When you keep consuming, you are not tapping into being that version that already has everything that it feels that it lacks. The reason doing is no longer working, all the logic, all the strategies are no longer working, because the consciousness of the world has shifted so much that you have to tap into the beingness of you, the essence of you. And that's what allows you to build this aligned self that is moving from the being, not the doing. So going forward, you do anything, any job, any work, anything that you want to achieve, you must do it from the beingness of your soul, your true essence. And when you do it from the true essence that is aligned with that connection with the divine, that is beyond your mind, that is beyond the doing, and that is beyond the consuming, because beingness knows it is enough, it is worthy, it can achieve what it wants to achieve. But doingness from the mind, from the logic, tells you you are not enough, you're not good enough, you cannot do it, you are a failure, you are not going to be successful, because it is from the mind. But beingness does not have those insecurities. Beingness already knows the truth because it is connected with the divine. It is the way to connect with the divine because it already is connected with the divine and that creator and God and higher source. So tap into the being in order for you to move forward in life. Everything you do from today onwards, tap it from the being, do it from the beingness of you. First be, then do. And when you do that, things feels effortless because you're no longer in this space of lack that you have to learn a lot in order to do something. Trust that you already know because you do know. Your mind tells you don't know, but you actually do. So if you want to tap into the beingness and if you don't know how to do that, I want you to start observing yourself. Be the observer. Whether you are meditating, whether you are doing any work, whether you are driving, whether you are doing any daily task, be the observer of your own self. Watch yourself doing the work. Because when you observe your own self, you let go of the mind and you drop yourself into the core. Because you're observing the act that is doing. You no longer become the doer, you become the beer that is observing the doing. And that is the number one way, and that's the first step for you to tap into the beingness of you. The space gets created when we become the observer because we are no longer doing, we are observing. And when doer becomes the observer, it creates space for you to tap into your beingness, your true self, your essence that is within. That light is within. So if you want me to help you, guide you through this process, help you to release these inner blocks, barriers, limitations that have been caging you over the years so that you become healthier, wealthier self that is living in this aligned space and creating and bringing the impact in the world, then do check out the link below to apply to work with me. Other than that, like this video if you like this video and subscribe to my channel. And may the light in me reaches the light in you.